Hello everyone, I'm Instructor Jerry Roberts and this is PowerShell Scripting. In this video, we're going to learn about some additional help items. We're going to learn about the About library, the Show Window command, and the Show Command command. First of all, the About library. So PowerShell actually has a very robust About library, and according to Microsoft, these are topics that cover a ranges of concepts about PowerShell. Basically, these are help files that help the user understand some concepts within PowerShell. The output you get from the About files is pretty similar to the -full switch that we did with the help commands a couple videos ago. It's more robust than normal help files. For example, if we wanted to get information about environment variables, we would use the get-help space and then list the About file, which is about_environment_variables. Now, something to notice. The About files will always start with about_, so whatever you're looking up will start with about_. Now, the command here will bring up the About file for environment variables, which you can see in the picture over here. We piped it to a text file so you can look at the information. Now, in some cases, it might be easier to pipe to a text file so you can sit there and read it or have it for later. In other cases, you can go ahead and just put it on your PowerShell window and read through it. Now, if you want to see all of the About files that are available, you can type get-help space about_ and wildcard. This will find all of the About files by using about_ and a wildcard to find any files that start with about_. Now remember, all those files for the About file start about_. Or, if you don't want to look in PowerShell, you can find them on the Microsoft Docs website. If you go to the Microsoft Docs PowerShell website and look up About files, you'll be able to find the article that lists all those files, or you can try typing this entire URL into your browser and you'll be able to find it that way. Now notice this is another en-us if you are in a different country. Easiest way to find it is to go to the Microsoft Docs website, type in PowerShell, and then when you find the PowerShell page, search for About files on the PowerShell page. Another useful item is the Show Window command. -show window is actually a switch parameter, and it moves the output from the current window to another window to make it easier to read. For example here, we did get-help space about aliases, and then we did the parameter for Show Window, and instead of showing all that information in the current window, it pops up another window to make it easier to read. It also gives you the bonus of having a search feature, which if you look at the top of the Show Window, you can see Find. If you start typing in something, it will look for it just like you could find it in a Word document or another item. And you'll also be able to scroll through using Previous and Next if it finds then more than one result for your search. Another useful command, the -show command. This is very useful because it allows you to pop up a command into a graphical window so you can work with it a little bit easier than just typing it out. When that pops up, instead of having it look like the Show Window, it's actually information about the command. So you have a bunch of tabs. Each tab is a parameter for that command. Any command parameter that is required, so any of those that have to be done, are marked with an asterisk. Any changes that you make in this window, you can run into your regular PowerShell window by clicking Run at the bottom. You can also copy any of these changes by using Copy at the bottom, and that will copy your information into the clipboard so you can look at it later. Updating help. So things do change from time to time, so you may have to update your help files. In order to do this, there's a couple things. If you're online, it's very simple. You just type update help. It'll run for a few minutes, and it'll pull all the different changes from online from the Microsoft server and update for you. If you are offline, unfortunately, it's a little more complicated. So what you have to do is you have to go to another computer that is updated, use the save-help command to save them to a drive or removable media. So that saves all the updates to something you could bring to the other computer. Then when you get to the other computer and you put in the media, you have to run update help with a source path parameter pointing to that media that you have. And what it'll do is it'll sync the files from that media to your computer to update your help. Post-assessment time. So if you wanted to move the output of a command to another window to make it easier to read, which switch parameter would you use? Would you toggle window, show command, or show? I'll give you a minute to go ahead and think about it. All right. So it would actually be show window. Now, show window moves the output of a command to another window to make it easier to read. Now, remember, show command moves the command itself to another window and shows you the parameters for that command. So that's why you would choose show window.